first Fit for Birth video here, we are going to walk you through 2 of my favorite warm-ups. This first warm-up here focuses on diaphragmatic awareness and breathing, as well as pelvic awareness. So to get started, we're going to start on our back with some piston inhalations and exhalations. So the whole point, keep your hands on your belly. You want to breathe through the belly, filling the diaphragm first, and only the end of your breath should lift your chest. Start with several of those, just full deep breaths, and then change them to piston inhales and exhales. They're just short staccato breaths. Try it both ways and then reverse. So piston inhales and slow exhales. All right, so basically you can work on those several times a day. That breathing pattern is going to help with your labor and delivery. All right, next we have our toe walks and our lateral walks. So these are just to get the hips warmed up nice and good before we start jumping, lunging, all that good stuff. So we're going to start with a lateral walk here. You'll take a mini band and put it around your calves. Depending on the size of your belly, this might be more difficult than normal. All right, so stand up nice and tall, relax, bend in the knees, and we're just going to step out to the side and in. Tiny micro squat as you press the heels away, and then make sure to press the knees open as well so they're not knee knocking on the way out. I want to make sure they're pushed out. So several steps here, just activating those hips, and then take it back. I usually try and warm up a good 10 to 15 minutes. I'll start with a 5-minute walk or jog if my hips are doing okay that day. And then all of this, and then the functional training videos you'll see to come. Okay, so that was our lateral walk. You'll probably do double the distance there and 1 or 2 times to get those hips warm. This next one, we're going to put it around our toes. So up nice and tall, micro bend in those knees, put all the weight in those glutes, and we're stepping open and together, open and together. And I said together, but what I really meant is to keep your feet hip width distance apart at all times. It's a little inside joke between my husband and I, but you definitely want to keep those feet apart. Keeping that tension on that opposite leg makes it a little bit harder on those hips. So again, we're going to take 10 to 15 steps in one direction. You can tell I'm already getting winded from this, and back the other way. In case I didn't mention, I am 37 weeks, so kind of due any time now. But again, this warm-up is super important. I didn't have to do as much warming up before I was pregnant, but now it's definitely necessary. And it makes the workout go a lot smoother as well. All right, so that was it with the mini bands here. All right, so with that stability ball, we are doing some hip bridges here and some pelvic tucks. So we'll do our tucks first. So this is for that pelvic awareness here. You're just sitting on the ball and literally tucking those hips forward and back. Forward and back. You can do 15 to 20 of these. Again, we're just warming up here. Like I said, that first and second trimester, you're gonna think it's silly, but third trimester, you're gonna be like, oh, I remember that workout, that was really easy, that made her out of breath. The other thing you do is go to your circles. All right, so heels are on the ball, hands are down beside you. Keeping those abs in tight to belly. We're gonna pull the knees in and tuck the pelvis up. From here, just keep those heels up, and we're just squeezing those glutes in. Again, hugging that navel to baby, and up. 15 to 20 of these as well, just warming up those hips. For some people, if your hamstrings are really tight or they're not, or you're feeling them fire a lot, you can simply lose the ball and just do it without the ball. Just really press the hips up. The point isn't to get into a shoulder stand, not to roll back to your neck, but just to keep those abs nice and tight to baby and press up and down. 15 to 20 of those. And then that is the end of our warm-up. After that, it's time to get down to business and sweat.